Well, hello there everyone, Noah the Anime Guy here, and I just want to apologize for my absence because this summer has been way more eventful than I planned it to be. And also my mental health was not doing very good this summer, so I just decided to step away. And I know what you dear viewer are thinking. Oh Noah, you didn't have a consistent schedule to begin with. And to that I say, I'm trying, okay? I'm really trying to get this channel started and get a consistent uploading schedule. So, hopefully, because I do enjoy making content. Like, it makes me happy to make content and just rant about things I enjoy or hate. So yes, I will be trying my best to get a consistent upload schedule. But I'll stop rambling for now and get on with the video. Have you ever just looked at the animation or art style for an anime and think, oh, this is gonna be amazing, or this is gonna be bad for my eyes like I'm a 15-year-old girl at R. Kelly's house? Yeah, me too. Animation and audio definitely go hand in hand, and ideally you'd want both, but most of the time we didn't really get that back in the day. But now we get it fairly often, which makes me really happy. But in this video, I will be highlighting briefly some of my favorite animation / art styles I found over the years. Let's start things off with one of my favorite movies, A Silent Voice. It's just so good. It's one of my favorites because of its cinematography. We're just gonna pretend I didn't say cinematography and move on. Not only does A Silent Voice tell an amazing story, and I don't know what kind of Dewani the Jock Ronson you've been living under if you don't know what A Silent Voice is about, but if you don't, it follows the story of a girl who's practically deaf and is bullied by a boy, and after she moves schools because of the bullying, sometime later the boy finds her in an effort to fix the pain he caused. Like I said before, I enjoyed the plot, but the cinematographer Kazuya Takaho and Futoshi Nishiya, the animation director, did an amazing job with little details like the X's on people's faces and mostly how the frame was often on the person's feet because of Ishida's social anxiety and overall awkwardness. Either that or, someone had a foot fetish. Another art style that sticks with me just because how unique it is Hensuki. Are you willing to fall in love with a pervert if she's a cutie? It is about a boy who received a letter from an unknown person along with their panties, because it's anime. So he's on a search to find out who it is that gave him this letter. And sure, this isn't really a blockbuster knock your cock off anime, but the art style is what really pulled me in. And it's unlike any anime I've ever seen. The animation and art style is what really helped drive the plot for me when it was getting kind of slow. The character designs are simple, but they have their own charm to it. And I say the people over at Seven and Geek Toys did an amazing job, because I enjoy my eyes having an orgasm when I watch an anime. And you should too. I'm excited to see what's in the future as technology develops even more than before, especially on movie budgets. Did I just use that to segue into the future of animation? You betcha! Another movie that had an amazing animation was Weathering With You, directed by Shinkai, the same director behind Your Name, the showstopper in 2016, that everyone thinks is better than A Silent Voice when it isn't. But I digress. The good news is our boy Shinkai is back at it with this beautiful movie. I was completely blown away by the animation. It was very realistic and my eyes were in a constant state of ejaculation for the entire hour and 51-minute runtime. It tells the story of a boy who ran away to Tokyo and befriends a girl who can control the weather. The plot was interesting, but like Hensuki for me, the animation and cinematography is what really allowed this movie to reach further than most movies before it. And that's all thanks to Shinkai and his team, especially Ryosuke Tsuda, the cinematographer, and Hiroshi Takiguchi, the art director of the beautiful settings and backgrounds. Now I know how much I've been talking about how animation can build on an anime, but at the end of the day, great animation can't save a terrible plot. Like, no matter how polished a turd is, it'll still be a turd. But there are often anime whose animation isn't the best because they don't have the funding at the beginning of the anime's lifespan. But the plot is why you go to watch it in the first place. For example, Black Clover. Yes, we're talking about Black Clover again on this channel. It first started back in 2017. It wasn't a big hit because the animation wasn't crispy, smooth as people wanted, which caused a lot of people to say it's not good. And probably how Asta was constantly yelling, but that's a different video entirely. You should go watch it. Links in the description as well. A lot of people are biased when it comes to art/animation style of an anime. Of course, I myself love the classic aesthetic that most anime have, but sometimes the anime with those unique art styles are often overlooked because of just how different they are. For example, Children of the Sea that came out in 2019, which tells the story of a girl who meets two boys who were raised by Dugans. And if you're like me and wonder what the feck a Dugan is, it's a medium-sized marine animal closely related to manatees. But the thing I loved, and I mean loved, about this movie is the animators often zoomed in really close to the characters' faces, giving those distinct facial features that made some slightly uncomfortable, but I thrive on those kind of things. Like, I really enjoy seeing very realistic animation. It just makes the experience more enjoyable, and I feel so immersed in the story, and the storytelling and pacing complemented the visuals on screen. And I like how sometimes, even when characters weren't saying anything, you just could get lost in the visuals. I admit, sometimes I didn't even know what was going on in the story because I was paying attention to the art style and the animation more than the subtitles. I mean, I watched this movie like 3 or 4 times and I really didn't understand the plot till like the 3rd watch. That's the level of getting lost in an art style / animation style that I thrive for, that I actively seek. Like, I want to have to rewatch it because I didn't get the plot, because I was looking at the animation. But that's all for me today. Comment your favorite art / animation styles below and I'll tell you if I enjoyed them or not. But I appreciate you for watching, and don't forget to like if you enjoyed. I may make this into a series, possibly, most likely. These videos will just be me purely explaining how much my eyes orgasm during the anime. So subscribe if you want more of that, I guess, or whatever I decide to do. But until we meet again, you beautiful human being, arrivederci.